good are you at getting punched in the face? There's something that's dawning on me that I want to share with you, and it's taken years, and it's about how good are you at getting punched in the face. There's a guy I follow, Gary Vaynerchuk. He says, I love getting punched in the face, and that's a little extreme, right? But I'm really beginning to see clearly that a major component of success is how good are you at getting punched in the face. When you underquote a job and it's taking you longer, when somebody financially, rips you off or takes advantage of you, you mess something up. That feeling of desperation, that feeling of being robbed, that feeling of anger or hopelessness. The feeling when you're on a job and you're shoveling shit and that's phone's ringing. Look, scam likely. Who gets these calls all damn day? Scam likely. Let's see what it is. Hello.
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 Hi, this is Crystal with Rocky Exteriors. How are you?
Hi. My phone says scam likely.
No, well, this is Rocky Exteriors. We're a home improvement company. I was just calling to let you know we're going to be in your area this coming week. We're giving free estimates for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, and door walls. We were just seeing if you're interested in having us stop by to give you a free estimate.
Oh, I thank you very much. I don't own a home. I actually live in a condo and have an association. But thank you.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Why does it say scam likely? So anyways, the feeling of how long does it take you to pull the thorn out of your side? Like that hurt. Somebody could have, a customer doesn't pay you, right? You do a job for $500 and the customer literally rips you off. How long does it take you to get over that, pull the thorn out of your side, get rid of it, and just move on? And I read this amazing book about a month ago by Dr. Joe Dispenza called The Placebo Effect. This guy's amazing. He talks about the longer you stay trapped in, suffering or pity or guilt or shame, and there's a lot of deep emotions attached to that, you're sending an electrical deep level of impulse to the actually neurons in your brain that fire together, wire together, and you're creating neuropathological super highways of actual physical conductivity that's being physically created through your emotions or now creating this. And now you can get stuck in that feeling longer. You can develop traumas around things. So if next time you realize that you underquoted a job, feel the suffering, pull the thorn out, take a deep breath and say, okay, I'm not going to do this again, or whatever. We all make mistakes over and over and over. I'm just saying, get on with it and just bust your ass and get that damn job done. Get out of the emotional negativity, that aspect, and just get on to the next job and go make money. Do you know anybody who's calling me now? Another scam likely. Whose phone here rings at least 50 times a day? It's annoying. And aside from that, we get these calls say, yes, how much you give me best deal? Your best deal? I said on Instagram yesterday, whenever a customer calls you for service, you should say, whoa. I'm going down the list here, and I'm looking for the customer who's going to pay me the most amount of money. Is it you? Huh? No, you heard me right. I'm looking for the customer, because I'm going down the list, who's going to pay me the most amount of money. You flip the script on them, dog. What up, dog? So, do you know anybody who maybe they're going through something, somebody's taking advantage of them, they're letting somebody mistreat them, or they're getting ripped off, or they're just complaining about something, they're suffering, and then you can see, oh, well, just stop doing that, or just put your foot down, or just draw your line in the sand with that person. Like, you can see it so clearly when it's somebody else's bullshit. But when it comes to your own bullshit, we're blinded. It's like pseudo. It's like happening And it's happening right in front of our faces, but why are we blind to this? I was on a call yesterday with Sean Adams from Integra Consulting. This dude's really smart. I'm going to put up a YouTube video tomorrow, so check it out. He's talking about, like, imagine you can zoom up from like 400 feet and look at your business from a helicopter aerial perspective and say, wow, look at what I'm doing. How do you look at it like that and detach yourself emotionally and then see it for what it is? So that means, okay, I made the mistake. I did the thing, I underquoted the job, and now Quentin Howell from Digital Dream Studio is actually voxering me right now. He's creating the promotional video for the Marketing ROI live event because I hired him to do the editing, and like, dude, he's amazing. Okay, so there's this next step, and it's becoming offensive. Is anybody here, when you go to do a job, you could, landscaping, window cleaning, pressure washing, whatever you do, you're mowing lawns, it's like you just want to make it through the day, and there's this element of victimization and suffering. Like, you're just trying to suffer your way through this, and you can get so locked up in anxiety that you're moving slow like a turtle, and you're just suffering through the day. I think the next step is, a buddy told me, he's a really successful friend. He said when he was a kid, he did something bad and he was going to get an ass whooping. And his dad asked him, do you want your ass whooping now or do you want it later? And he said later. He spent the whole day suffering, dreading that ass whooping. So then he learned very quickly, I want my ass whooping right now. So get it over. Let's get this over with. So I think that if you wake up and you know that you have to go do all this bullshit anyways, or you got to go do these jobs, what if you attack it with a sense of offensiveness? Like any amount of victim, you just squeeze it out the sides. Phone's ringing again. It's a customer, but I'm not going to pick it up just for you. I would pick it up live, but that's against the law. They don't know they're being recorded. So for instance, we have 3 window cleaning jobs today and then 1 other small job. And I used to dread going and doing these window cleaning jobs. Like, oh, we're not going to be off work till 7 p.m. And you go in the customer's house. You're sitting there dripping in sweat, cleaning the windows. And now I'm learning something specific. Stanley Genetic taught me this. I said, Stan, you've been through so much things in business. Like, you've made millions of dollars. You've lost money. You've been through crazy turbulence. If you know Stanley Genetic, this guy has been through he's been through our worst nightmares. The things that you were afraid of happening in your business, he's been through it all. Like, horrifying shit. He said, well, one thing I know for sure is that no matter what I've been through or no matter how bad it was, I always woke up the next morning and I was fine. I was still there. And somehow I always made it through, and I'm here right now. So I've learned over all these years that no matter what has happened and no matter what happens now, I'm always going to make it, and I'm always going to wake up the next morning. It's not that bad, but we dramify it. We dramatically dramify it in our heads and attach it to our emotions. And then we live in this type of nightmare state where we feel like our life is a dreadful nightmare sometimes. So when we're going through that, we overpolarize. It's like a psychological ego term. And we believe that that's all that exists. In that moment, we believe that that's all that exists. You ever get in a fight with, not a fight, an argument with someone you love? It could be anything, your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, your own wife. And while you're going through that, it feels like that's all that exists, nothing else. And then, but if you could step out of that and go meta and say, wait a second, this is just happening in the moment. We've been through this before and we will get over it. Then I think that it makes you not less afraid of confrontation as well. All these dots will start connecting faster and faster and faster. Is anybody here afraid of confronting people? You're afraid of confrontation. You're afraid of telling somebody when they're doing something wrong. You're afraid to stand up to people. Anybody even in your own family, you want to tell them to maybe stop calling you and dumping all their problems on you? How do you face that situation directly? And it's amazing how the psychology and our emotions are rooted directly to our survival instincts and mechanisms for survival and reproduction. And it's so deeply rooted in our brainstem that this fight or flight thing happens and takes off. And then it makes us go into this completely counterproductive state. And that's the sympathetic nervous system. That's the thing that fires. What's up, dog? Dog 47 Chem. Mr. KLC. What's up, Andres Gonzalez? BHO, DTM Professional Cleaning. Angela Carlton. What's up? So, it's building new neural pathways in your brain intentionally that are aware neural pathways. So it's a state of awareness that's like you come up above the water and now you can start to see, whoa, there's this whole thing that I've been in. These programs have been running and manipulating me like a fucking puppet. And I've been going through all this unnecessary suffering all these years because when something happens externally, we make an identity meaning out of it and we start running a story about what it means. Oh, this thing happened to me. I underquoted a job and now I'm creating a story that means my business sucks. My life sucks. I'm going to end up a loser. I'm going to be trapped in this thing. Like you might be going through that, right? And then when you're in that state of every minute that goes by, you're thinking about that, or every hour, you're pissing away all this time that you could be productive, working out of it and then learning from it to create some type of strategy to move forward. And then if you can get a hold of that, then you can actually build your own strategy that works for you so you can start progressively charging forward. There's something called a stable datum. I've talked about this before and I want to talk about it again. So in the etheric quantum field, that's all around it. It's like a liquid primordial soup. Okay. This is the environment that we live in. We're just like this, rocking along. And if we wait for the perfect time to pull the trigger and do something, like we're waiting for the astrology or the planets to align, and all that stuff is probably, real. And timing is very important. But if we don't charge forward and take action and just start pulling the trigger, even if we don't have all the information, it might not ever happen, or it might take way too damn long. And I learned something. So, you know how when a tornado starts, it gets bigger and bigger, like a hurricane? When you actually make a polarized move, you charge forward and you start pulling the trigger and making decisions, you become a magnet in this quantum etheric field, and then it'll start to create momentum, and then the quantum etheric field will start revolving around your decisions, but you have to be the fucking catalyst. You choose, and you are the catalyst. Like I had this buddy, Chris Taylor. He's in real estate, real successful guy. I love him. He's great. I put him in. He was in a video before, but he says we're always looking for something to set us on fire. Like, man, I wish, and I've prayed before. You ever prayed like, man, I'm going through a lull. I just want something to come into my life, right? Either something new is going to come into your life, or something new is going to come out of you. And when that something new comes out of you, maybe you've learned so much about the thing, you've got all the theory, and now it's time you're going to fucking vomit pure execution. You have no other choice now. You can't learn any more about it. You've inhaled all you can, and now like breath, it's so natural for you to go into a state of pure execution, into a season of pure execution. When you execute and you create that stable datum, right? Everything revolves around it. You could call it masculine, feminine consciousness. Masculinity it's the staff. It's this, and the feminine is everything that is light. When you make that decision and you gain momentum, now it'll start to revolve around your decision. It starts to work, and now it becomes a thing. Now it has momentum. But if you track it all the way back, it was to your decision to put a stake in the ground in the middle of the storm. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to stop. The storms are going to come. There will be a sunny day. There will be a stormy day. There will be a cloudy day. But no matter what, if we decide to take it to, cotton candy. You ever seen cotton candy get made at like the carnival? You ever see they put the thing in, then the cotton candy, I don't know how it works, but it starts literally generating around it. But until you actually put that thing in there and get it going, how about this? Build it and they will come. What if you decide to put on a big dinner, a big spread? You're making soup, you're making pigs in a blanket, you make a big dinner with pot roast and mashed potatoes and gravy and salad. And then you get on the phone, and now you get excited. You're like, oh my God, I went grocery shopping. I'm making this, but this is going to be a lot of food. Let me get on the phone and start calling up the family members. Like, guys, I'm having dinner tonight. Or if you plan it, we're having dinner Sunday night. Okay. Tell everybody in the family. And the next day, dinner, turkey and chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy. And Sunday night it is. And the next thing you know, people just start showing up. And they're like, this. I want some motherfucking chicken now. They just show up. You build it and they will come. So anyways, we're at the Wingley Chinese restaurant, dog. And I'm going to go in there and get some food. Oh, shit. All right. I'm out of here. I don't know what's happened. Oh, what's up, Chase? Yeah, dog. All right, I'm out of here. Later. Peace out.